Hello, everybody. Yes, sorry, still haven't fixed the chair. Need to fix it the first thing after this call. That will be done. Okay, so not sure if anybody is joining. Oh, hi, Hashdeep. So yeah, hi. So just wanted to create a space for people setting up goals for the week. So if you want to join us, then you can just send me a DM on Discord or something, and sorry, DM on Twitter or something else, and then you can join our community. So as myself, this week I was mostly working on a few things. Let me actually show. Yes, bear with me. Yeah. This week I was mostly reviewing a book. This book. Sorry, I'm a bit sick. I was reviewing this book, which is a book on a test-driven development in Go. Oh, Hashdeep I can see, and there's somebody anonymous. Hello? How's it going? You should be able to speak. But yeah, so basically this week I was mostly working on reviewing this book. Took some time. It's a book by Adelina Simeon, and what I liked most is that this book is it's like a good university course. So I can even show you how it's built. I've got a copy. Of course, I'm not sharing it. So if you want a copy, you can go to Adelina and ask her, or you can buy a book. But the thing is that she's teaching coding in Golang using TDD. So on different, so she's basically teaching how to test and how to code at the same time. And like it starts with the basics of TDD, and then hi Akshay, and I'm just telling how my week went. Nice to see you here. You can actually, as long as it's not something private, I would suggest you go to this chat thing and type it in chat openly. Hello, friends. Because sometimes what happens, sometimes we start. So for those who don't see it, you see it only on YouTube or something. We have a private chat here, and sometimes people are discussing cool stuff in private chat. It's really cool stuff, but you don't see it. So yes, so that's Adelina's book, and she starts with like what testing is, and then she goes into like how to test containers and stuff like that. Well, it was database and container, but still, and refactoring and performance testing, and I think she said she's extremely proud of, extremely happy with working with generics. Number 11 chapter. So yeah, that's the last one. It's good, and the source is on the GitHub. I will leave the link here, not for the book, but for the code. Oh, I didn't leave it here. It's so she is an open source person as well, of course. And if we go to MySpace, let me find how I can find myself, and then it will all go to yeah, this one. Yeah, that's this one. So like even if you cannot book the book for any reason, so the source for the book is here. Okay, that's it. So hello Akshay, how did your week go?
Hi Nikta, am I audible?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, it is great, doing good. Right now I'm doing on my project. That is my training project of DevOps. So that is also related to Linux only. So I was much excited to listen that you are talking about Linux and all.
Oh, so your project is about Linux. Tell me more. What exactly in Linux? I mean, it's huge.
Right now, I am doing DevOps, and so in that, my first project is that related to Linux only. The project name is Linux Networking, Linux Firewall, and Networking. So on that, I am right now also studying Linux and making like DNS and IP table, NF table, implementation of DNS. All I am reading and along with also making the project.
Wow, is it some part? Is it a part of some course like Linux Foundation or?
No, it's not part of course. It's a part of training,
Okay.
DevOps training. Yeah.
Oh, how long is it going to last?
It
How big is
will
it?
be up to it. My training is for 2 to 3 months. So it was started in last month and it will up to next month, May.
This training is it like professional certificate or degree or?
Yeah, professional certificate. They will provide me a training certificate that and also a letter of recommendation for job.
Oh, and who's they? Which?
Uh, it's a company. It's a Internet of Things IoT.in company, India based.
Oh, that's actually quite big. I mean, congratulations,
Thank
and
you so much.
I'm very inspired by how consistent you are there. I hope you will
Yes,
share as you go. Like you learn anything,
yes,
add it to your Twitter
yes,
queue.
yes. Yes. I will try to document the things, whatever I am learning. And I also make a tweet, whatever I have learning in the starting of the project. So I shared some topics on the Linux only. And definitely I will share more ongoing journey, like whatever I am doing, whatever I am learning in the project and all, so that it can help to other folks.
Okay, that's great. That's the spirit. Uh, Hashdeep and the anonymous person. I don't know who it is actually. It's better not to use the name anonymous. It's frightening. But Hashdeep, do you want to go next?
Hello everyone. I'm doing great. I'm currently doing web development and uh, just getting started with React and stuff. Yeah, that's what I'm doing currently.
Which
Uh,
stuff?
like web development stuff.
Okay. Which part of
Yes.
web development?
I'm currently just getting started with React. Yeah.
This is so good. You've probably seen. I think Dean is very serious about React. I think.
Mm-hmm.
Let me share this. I'll share the screen. I actually knows him. I
Yeah.
think you've seen him as well. But if you go to Twitter, you might want to write a. Yes, his nickname is based on his family name. But if you might want to write it like if you have any questions, go to him and just read them, mention his name because he's so good to React and he knows stuff. So if you do you plan to learn React while being part of some open source project?
Yeah, definitely. I've contributed to some projects, and
Hmm.
yes, I will be contributing to some projects in future as well.
Good. So yeah, like, if you need any like point to start, like even right now, even if you all you know is hello world, or maybe especially if all you know is hello world, just write a post, mention Dean, and yeah, and hopefully we'll find your project, or you'll find yourself, whoever first. Good spirit. Congrats. I actually don't know React, so that will be inspiring. Two things I don't know: networking in Linux and React. So I don't know who is anonymous, but yeah, probably next time. To be honest, next time. Actually, is it you or there's a person called
Hmm.
anonymous? Is it you? No.
No, it's
Okay,
not
I will
me. I don't know who is there.
yeah, I will remove the person from like till the person tells us who he or she or they or any other gender is. We will, yeah, the person will remain muted. Sorry, person. So yeah, so basically, my goals for the next week will be actually. Oh, actually, I haven't talked about next week. You did, and I didn't. I only spoke about what I did, which is very selfish. So because I was asked to help our Elastic friends, basically, we used to have a meetup in London, and now we are going to revive it. So if you go to the Elastic Core, and if you go to, yeah, I already told them that it's not very easy to get here, but if you go to community, then basically I'm trying to find out the ways the community works, and especially and I want to write and to make a speech. No, it's not actually a speech. To talk to them about finding jobs with Elastic, because if I'll just do it on another website and then I'll come here because it's LinkedIn and I'm cautious about. Yeah. So basically, can you see my screen?
Yes,
I
yes,
think
we
you
can see.
can. So Elasticsearch, if I just type Elasticsearch, right, in London, then we can, for example, this one. Do they mention it? Yep. Let's say it could be India. So I know that open source is cool and fun, but my reason doing open source at the moment is not that it's cool and fun, and it's not that it's very nice to learn this way. The only reason I'm doing it now, the main reason, is that so many people are jobless, and I want to give an edge to those who care. So imagine coming to, like, let's say this job, right? Elasticsearch engineer in Mumbai. So imagine somebody comes there and they want 3 years of Elasticsearch experience in production. But how do you get this if you are not a part of a company which is using Elastic? So, but I guess if you come there with like 2 years of open source Elastic contributions and running it and doing talks, then it will be fine. Like, really, because you'll know it more than some people learn Elastic in 10 years. Because I'm not really buying this 3 years of Elastic experience. Like, somebody touches it once a month, and then we have a person who contributed to it and actually made it like Bilal Khan's way, like in and out and all around. So yeah, so that's my plan for. So I want to see how this stuff works, and I actually will. Today I will check this a little bit, and then I will go for. Oh, I didn't know we have blogs, and then I will go for contributions as such. So the idea is that I will start contributing before I start actually reading the tutorials on Elastic, because I'm not that so much interested in learning all Elastic. I'm interested in helping people who use it. It's different. So that's it. Sounds like a plan. And on Sunday we will have this event, normal time. Akshay, Harshdeep, Anonymous.
Yes.
So we don't have any speakers lined up yet. So I will ask, maybe Dean will do it, or any of you can, or if you have friends who can talk about anything cool IT related. Can be anything. Can be ping pong game in React for as long as I care. I mean, if it interests you, it will most probably interest us. So it can be something high level, strategic, low level assembly code, as long as it's fun. If you come and give a nice talk about Tai Chi, I will just I will really appreciate it. Or if you, I don't know, talk about how to not mess up an application by not having diversity, because my favorite example is that in Hindi there are so many alphabets, if I'm right. There's over 30, I think. And my idea was that you can bring as cool Android developers as you want, But if you don't have Hindi speakers there and you're developing app for India, then good luck, mate. Because you might just go and Google up Hindi alphabet there for keyboard or whatever, and then on the release day, you'll figure out that your users think different things of you. Yeah, but that's different. So yeah, anything you want to mention, friends? Anything else you want to discuss?
Yeah, I want to ask you, Nikta, did you attend any conferences or something in
Ooh,
this
yeah.
week? I want to listen the
This
experience.
this week I was sick. So yesterday I actually missed a very good one from this friends. Like you can see my screen. Yeah, that's good. So, but it is got well, I hope it was recorded. So they record as much as they can. I'll share the link. It's one of the two extreme programming consultancies I know. They're very serious about extreme programming. They don't make it a religion, so they like watch. They really watch like really close that they don't do extreme programming when it's not wise. But so these are upcoming, and there were also there were also like videos from previous stuff. So yesterday there was an architect kata, but with my cough, I didn't want to infect anybody. I mean, I'm almost good. But next week it will be hot. 1 second, I'll just check my calendar on another screen. I don't want to share too much private stuff. Next week on Wednesday. There will be this thing. Meetup, Open UK. This one. And unfortunately, it's offline. But fortunately, I'll be there, so I will share what I can. It will be Andy Piper speaking there. Let me check on LinkedIn. Andy is my friend. I just want to be more specific and to share Andy's, because Andy is not on Twitter. Andy has his reasons. Maybe Andy is right not to be on Twitter. Maybe I will, but yeah. Anyway, it's Andy's choice. So Andy is a very well-known person in his open source community in UK and beyond. So plays with robots and stuff. Used to work on Twitter for 9 years. Yeah, used to work on Twitter, and now this person is not on Twitter. That's actually a sad joke. Senior staff develop advocate on Twitter. So it's like Eddie Jones analog, but in Twitter. And he'll be giving a talk on, let's actually check, because how to engage with open source community and make your first contribution. So I think what's happening, it's like, Open UK is a huge meetup. It's this huge community. I would say it's my favorite one in open source from this kind of communities. So because actually there was at the same time there was this one happening, which is sad, because not FinOps, FinOS, sorry, this one. It just said that FinOS community meetup was also happening at the same time. Let me actually check the link. So, but I will have to go to Open UK. Now that's different. Let me see. But I think FinOS as well had their OS. FinOS is this one. FinOS is financial open source. I will leave a link in chat. It's actually these two actually to look for, because they're not always offline. It's just this time, and I think it will be recorded and put to the online. So Open UK is a huge thing. It's so huge. It's very high level. It's very strategic level. They don't really speak about individual contributions. They speak about let's say there was a conference, Open UK conference, some time ago this year, and the opening person was a Wikipedia founder. and he was speaking about how they manage conflicts in Wikipedia, how they make sure that they don't have this how to call it, how they allow different opinions to be published, so they don't have this filter of stopping people from speaking. So they basically check for truth, and that the person is polite, but even if you're saying something which they don't like but it's true, it should be published. So so that was interesting. So, and they're also speaking on security and such. Unfortunately, I didn't visit this conference. It was 2 days, I think. Next time I will just go and pay. It's £200. It's very cheap because they have sponsors, and they also give like a lot of free tickets to people who cannot afford it. But and then there will be a second speaker who is Tom Meadows. Yeah, so that's a good stuff. And the bad stuff is that I'll be missing a meetup from these friends, Open Source London, financial open source. So that's some friends to follow if somebody is interested in. It's called Finos. If somebody is interested in financial open source, so they actually have a number of projects they created. I didn't actually contribute to any of them because currently my focus is Elastic and strategic focus is OpenUK. But yeah, that's my saddest moment of the week, that I have to miss this one. And actually the topics are a bit similar, but if you look even at the level of people who speak there, this is like, ouch, I want to be there. I don't know how to, like, yeah, I need to talk to them. I'll talk to Amanda, who organizes OpenUK, and ask, like, next time, can we please somehow cooperate with this group? And I don't know, maybe something cool will happen because the thing with OpenUK is that it's not actually about UK. It's one of the most so UK is extremely well represented in open source. Like Amanda Brock, who is running OpenUK, when she was opening the conference, she was telling some stats, and she used to be very high. She used to be a lawyer. I think she still is, but she was very high in Canonical Ubuntu before open source became popular. So, and now her life has improved. She's doing so much more. So she was saying how many people in UK are involved in open source, and percentage is like, it's huge. It's like best being about, I don't know, 5% of the population, something crazy in terms of committing to GitHub. And also, like, OpenUK helps to form. We can actually check the page. Because it's more like about the future. So if you go to about, do they have about? Yeah. So about legislation, about security and stuff like that. So it's mostly about collaboration. So if you follow this meetup and if you follow Eddie Jaud, then you're fine. I mean, it's like you will combine two and it will become a diamond. So yeah, it's a very good thing to follow, and yeah, it's actually not open. The UK part is there. It's not UK. It's the world. But yeah, name is the name. So that's it.
Right.
So that's the only one I'll be visiting next week. But thank you for reminding. If you have any questions to Andy, Piper, or like, I'll write a post about it anyways.
Yeah,
I
and
think
right
it will
now
be-
that other KubeCon is also going on, so many of the just folks are there sharing tweets and all
Yeah.
about the KubeCon.
Oh yeah. Did you see any favorite tweets? Did you remember anything like cool?
Yeah, I have seen a tweet from Kunal Kushwaha and some of the other
Ooh, the
persons
legendary,
also. Yeah,
the legendary Kunal. So, what did he tweet about?
it's about like some sessions are going on and here and there, like about about the meetups in the that conference only.
Okay.
Yeah.
Still good. So yeah, that's a very good example. When you go to such places,
Mhm.
don't forget that you are privileged. Not everybody can be there. Like I cannot be at
Right.
KubeCon,
Right.
even
I
if I
also
had
applied.
tickets.
I also applied for a scholarship, but I didn't get the scholarship to attend. Maybe next time.
Yeah, they just thought that everybody will come to your talk and you'll break the conference. That's why.
Yeah.
No, yeah, I hope next time you're lucky. But you're also always welcome to our Sunday's conference.
Yeah.
So
That's I'm
just
so lucky to attend these
yeah,
conferences, like sessions with you. That
yeah.
is a
So
good thing.
let's say you learn about some topic. You don't even need to finish this course. Let's say you learned how domain names work in Linux. Just come and talk to us. It can be 10 minutes. That's fine. And then you
Right.
can
Right.
put it on your when you come to the conference. You can put links to the published videos that you gave a talk on this stuff, and obviously I will share and I'll ask others to share what they learned from it. So yeah, because I remember how Linux machines freeze when there's a problem with the network. They used to freeze. We had a problem with the router, which was bugged. So it got fixed when firmware got upgraded. But till that point, there were like periods of time when there were no connectivity for a few seconds, and all machines like Windows, Unix, no matter what, they froze completely. Like this was funny because it was like, shouldn't they be independent of network? At least UI. Shouldn't UI be independent of network? No, that was so funny. And it was 2008ish, no, 2012, I think, or 14. It wasn't that far away. But yeah. Okay. Harshdeep, anything to share?
I had a question like
Yeah, sure.
how much role the content creation plays while like getting hired through open source.
Everything. I'll show the link 1 second. I'll just open it. So on our YouTube channel, you can see from last Sunday there was a reputation thing. We were speaking about reputation. So I'm just trying to find the formula. Yeah, I've got it. 1 second. I'll share the screen. So it's everything. I'll explain why. I'm not. So I just made it as a formula. This thing draws formulas. So it's this one. So that's a formula of your reputation in IT. So what open source allows you to do, it allows you to be visible and focused. So this formula goes visibility, focus, visibility, action, skill, giving, responsibility, consistency, being selfish, lying to people. So these things, they make stuff better, but being selfish and lying to people and being difficult person to talk to, they are not good for your career. So if you're not visible, if you don't talk about stuff you do and you just contribute, you're putting all hopes that people will notice you. That's not guaranteed. That's such a lottery, mate. It's like it might be some HR person which will go above and beyond, and the person will find that you are contributing, and it might be community managers that you're expecting community managers to. Oh, I'm not sharing the right formula. I think 1 second. And asking, yeah, this is the way. So and also if you're not visible, if you're not sharing what you're learning, I'm not telling you to write articles, right? Content is of different types. Articles are heavy to write. Of course, you can write a book about everything you learn, a book per day or whatever, but what will be the quality of the book and how much time will it take? So if you look at heroes like Akshay, if you look at heroes about like Dean or Kunal or Eddie, they create content as they go. They create something, they learn something nice from it. Let's say Akshay. So
Yes.
he's learning networks.
Linux. Mhm. Yeah.
Linux and networks, and you can expect that for the next months he will be writing about this stuff more often than if he wasn't doing it. He won't keep it
Yes.
to himself, and
Yes.
then if he starts going the wrong way, community will be able to notice it maybe and tell him. And also community will be aware that if you want to know more about networks, if there's a problem with networks or Linux, or then you go to Akshay. But if he was shy and he didn't tell, like he could just ignore this today's meeting, or he could ignore Twitter. So this is extremely important. It's there's if nobody's aware of what you do, there's no reputation, and that's
Right.
it. So just write about you to be. And the other thing is that you might think that it's a typical error for beginners, and actually for seniors as well. You might think that like your content is not interesting, that it's like, why would you, it's so simple. That's not true, because your main commodity at the moment is that you are starting learning React. For example, Dean cannot start learning React, he already knows it. So if he started, if he was writing content for beginners at the moment, it will be different content. He can try mimicking you, like, oh, let me imagine I'm a beginner in 2023, but he cannot. It doesn't work this way. But you are a beginner, so you can create a very original content, like how beginner suffers and what are good things you liked and what are bad things you liked. And if you put proper hashtags and you mention proper people and technologies, then even people in React, they can say that oh, we should improve this here and here. You'll be noticing typos, because React itself is open source. I think it's Microsoft, right? So you might notice typos in the documentation. Well, raise a bug. You don't even need to fix a typo. You can just raise a bug and ask them to put it to mark it as a good first-time issue. And that's a contribution. How many people do you know who have contributed to React in their first month of studies? I don't know many. So
Right.
yeah,
Right.
the answer is yeah.
Yeah,
So
that definitely answered my question. Thanks a
you're
lot.
welcome. Good. That's why we need to have more. That's why I don't separate this thing we are doing by the levels of seniority, because I care for good heart and willingness to help others, and you just did. So your task, Hashdeep, is to now to go and write on Twitter after this meetup that you learned which question you had and which answer you got, and like what you learned. Even if you don't disagree, and especially if you don't disagree, right? Why? And make others know.
Yes. Yes.
Eh,
I want to add in this Nikta's statement. This is the one of the best thing to do. Whatever you are learning, whatever you are gaining, just start sharing. I can tell by my example. In my starting phase of learning, I asked many questions related to cloud and DevOps to the other people, other industry expert. And what I did, I just took my question and I make a tweet that this is the question and this is the answer I get. And I also tagged them, the person, and thanks to him that because of you, I got this answer. I got to clarity on the topic. This is the best thing you can do. We all can do in our learning phase.
yeah, and that's spot on. And we are just speaking to Dean to
Yeah.
Loftua last Sunday, and he said that he once had an interview, and they were more amused by. So he once made a contribution to NASA, but it was something small, as he says. I don't know what means small, because like it's different for different people, but he thought it's small. But people who were hiring him, they were especially amazed by this thing, so they kept speaking about this contribution. So you might think it's small, but for other people, it's something huge. So yeah, don't give us a chance to look what you're doing. Give us a chance to find what you're doing on tweet and stuff. And obviously, when you tweet, please mention myself and Akshay. And yeah, because we would really love to retweet it and to read how you're doing. Okay.
Right.
Sorry, my throat is not good. Okay. Anything else to
Yeah, I also
Sure.
want to tell about my goal for this week. That I am right now I am doing that project Linux networking and firewall. So I would like to like complete in this week. Maybe I will complete, and also along with that, I would love to share whatever I did in that project, and so that other folks can get benefit or can learn something from that. So this is my goal of this week to complete my project and Linux networking firewall and share in the public or like on Twitter
Good.
about
Can
it.
you maybe share that you are doing this course? Like after this call, can you share the link to the course itself on certification
Yes,
you are
yes, yes.
planning to obtain?
Yeah, yeah,
That
I
would be
can
nice.
share. Yes, yes.
Good.
Recently, I think 1 week ago, I also shared a tweet in which I learned about DNS in networking only. I make a detailed tweet on that, so I can ping here if you want in comment box.
You can retweet it and mention my name, and I
Yeah,
will
yeah,
retweet
sure,
it
sure.
further
Yeah,
because
yeah, it will
DNS
be.
is so interesting.
Yeah, it
The
will be a
thing
good
with
idea.
tweets is that they leave 10 minutes. So
Yeah.
what I do, I normally go to notifications. So whatever Twitter wants to tell me, I'm quite sure that I have an like on your name. I will have a bell. I'm very selective on. Oh, this piece of thing took off the bell. Now the bell is on your name, so you'll be in notifications, but I might have missed it. So GNS sounds cool, and the course itself, because this is quite a commitment, like 2 months course on Linux. Tell me more. I want to see the link. I want to be able to show to the community. Oh, sorry about this stuff.
Yeah, it's like
So
not
yeah,
complete
so
course, but they are much focused on project based. That in first project you have to learn, study and learn and do the project complete.
yeah, good stuff.
Yeah.
Sorry. I will just do the window thing. So yeah, so if anybody wants to learn more about it and get inspired, then follow Akshay. And Hashdeep, do you have a Twitter account as well, right?
Yes, yes, I do.
Can you like which Hashdeep are you? Can you maybe type it in? If you want, you can type it in comments, and people can join. Because this is one of so I've definitely saw this person. Okay, 1 second.
That's a comedian.
Oh yeah, I definitely saw him. So yeah, that's how you. By the way, that's how you get followed, people. So I don't
Thanks,
care that
thanks a lot.
it's below 1,000. I don't care. It's a lot. I had 8 followers in May, last May. So, but I care about people's stuff, and you're on the good road. So anybody who is following it, who is watching this video, please follow. Please consider following because you have AD Hub IO on, like, you have less than 1,000 and you already have a link free. Respect. I should switch to link free as well. Okay, good. Thank you both. And anything else to discuss? Probably not. Okay, so let's get all those tasks smashed. Focus, focus, focus. And this Bruno's formula, we can talk about it again on
Yes.
Sunday. Yeah. So see you, friends, and thank you for the session. And Arindam, I see you in the comments. Nice to see you, mate. So yeah, so see you on Sunday or next Friday. So I will try to keep this Friday running, just a space to sync, because I don't want to discriminate people by time zone. Not
Okay,
because
thank you
Friday
so
is
much,
quite
Nikta,
late.
for like
Yeah. Welcome. Because I want you to have life on Sundays,
yeah.
not just like.
Yeah, yeah, I will be
Okay,
there.
cool. Okay, good. And then see you later, Harshdeep and Akshay. And yeah, have a really
Okay.
nice Friday and the rest of the week. Thank you.
Okay,
Bye.
okay. Thank you. Bye bye.
Thank you.
I like so
Thank you.
much this thing. It's like less is more.
Less is
Cool,
more.
especially this part. So good. Okay, cool. See you. Bye. Bye.
Okay, bye bye.